Have you ever said to yourself, I wished I had known this before I got this far? Well, stay tuned because this video is going to give you some insights on questions that you can ask your potential partner before you get into your blended family. So, hopefully, you saw the previous video because it talked about reasons why to wait when you have a divorce or when you have a recent separation. So now you've been in this relationship with this person for 9 months, and along the way there are questions and things that you would ask them to see if they're a potential good fit as a partner or a step parent to come in the lives of you and your children. So I just want to go over a few of the questions that you can kind of ask them to make sure that you both understand about a blended family. So I hope by this time when you met them that you did let them know you had children. But you might have not talked too much about it because you were trying to get to know them and them to get to know you. And so now you want to really look at the the situation and say, okay, let me ask this person some questions. So whether you're the one that was divorced or separated with the kids or they are, one of the questions to ask is about the divorce. Ask about the divorce or the separation, especially if there's a parental agreement. One of the things that happens a lot with individuals when they get into a relationship is they'll say, I didn't know anything about this. One thing you want to ask about the divorce or the separation to see, was it amicable? Were they both in agreement? Or is it a high conflict? Because that'll give you an indication of how that other partner will be. If it was amicable, they may be easygoing and agreeable. If it wasn't, if it's high conflict, that lets you know that it's probably going to be some problems with their co-partner. And that's something you and your significant other need to discuss in detail. You need to discuss about the parental agreement. What does vacations look like? What does the alimony look like, or the payments that they have to pay, the child support? Don't be blindsided and say, well, I really don't want to ask those questions. I really don't want to be nosy. But if they're going to be a part of your life, these are things that you need to know. Because is that income one that you think will sufficiently be able to support you and your children? Or are you going to have to help that person? These are things that you don't need to be shocked and taken by surprise and not know about. So you need to really understand and ask questions about the divorce, the custody agreement, because remember, you're thinking about making this person a part of your life, and you need to understand that. The next thing that would be good for you to find out is, okay, what type of boundaries? And I'm not saying these in order, I'm just going ahead and saying them. What type of boundaries do they have with their kids? How will they ensure that their kids respect you? How will they handle discipline? Those are things that you guys need to talk about and not wait till you get together and find out that this person doesn't like to discipline at all. They don't like to say anything to their children. So those are things that can make or break a blended family relationship. Another thing you should look at is the expectations. What are your expectations? Are you expecting that you and that person are going to spend all of this time together and oops, you left the kids out? Are you expecting that when you go out, the kids are coming with us? What are your expectations about how this family will function and what a blended family will be? Need to find out about the communication. Does this person communicate? So by this time that you spent time with them, you know, is this a person that communicates, or do they keep things to themselves and won't share? And you have to try to pull it out of them, because in a blended family, you absolutely have to communicate your wants, your needs, your desires, your likes, your dislikes, things that bother you, your emotions. Those are things that you have to communicate. Is this person one that communicates? The next thing you look at is, what type of role are they considering playing in your kids' lives? Are they going to be one that's involved in their kids' lives? Do they believe in the nacho parenting technique? So, what type of role are they going to be playing in your kids' lives? How do they feel about kids? They may love you, but do they love kids? Do they want to be around your kids? It's amazing that there are some people that get married and they really don't like the spouse's kids or their partner's kids. Those are things that you need to find out about. Don't get so caught up in the intimacy with this person that you leave out the very important things when it comes to your kids. So those are things that you need to find out about before you get married or involved in a relationship. They need to understand about the blended family because it's a very unique journey. And one of the things I suggest is for you and your partner to read resources about the blended family. I have one, I've written a book. It's called Take a Deep Breath, Relax because You've Got This. It's on Amazon and it's a good resource and it gives insights and supports for those that's on the blended family journey. I'm going to put the link down in the description for you to go on Amazon and get the book. And what it does is talks about a lot of the different issues that people face in blended family relationships. You need to get a resource. This is a new journey for both of you, and you need to be able to navigate it. So you need resources. You may even need to get into a coaching program. Some people get into a counseling program about the blended family because you want your blended family to be successful. You don't want to go in blindly with your eyes closed and not understanding because it's totally different than the traditional nuclear family. So, those are some of the things, the questions that you should ask. Let me know if you've asked some of these questions. Let me know if there's some questions that maybe I left out. I know it's a lot more that you would ask. Put it in the comments below, some questions that you would ask before you got into the blended family relationship. And so I have the ticker going past. So please subscribe, like, and comment. If you're getting value out of these videos that I'm doing, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click like so YouTube can see the algorithm and so they can share this out to more people. And so I have another video here that's going to give you a lot of value and it's going to help you in this process of blending your family. Until I see you at our next video, have a good day.